I think I'm streaming. Let me just see. I've got... So the purpose of this stream is to set it up and get it going. I've been putting off live streaming for... Ooh, can I set a goal? 10 Super Jet, Teal. Set a timer. Let's get a QA session. Oh, I think I just turned off the chat. You just closed a dockable window. If you'd like to show it again, use the Docs menu on the menu bar. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see the chat now. I don't even know if anybody's watching now because I think I stuffed that up so bad. Current viewers 0, so that's not gonna switch account, refresh page. That's it. Concurrent viewers, excellent. I've got 5. The problem is. Maybe I'll just turn on YouTube. Maybe I'll just turn on the actual video because I accidentally killed the chat. Maybe if I go to it, I can see the chat. What I'm doing today, I've been putting off doing lives for so long because it means that I have to set up a thing and get it going. And I've really wanted to get lives going, but it just seemed like, well, then I have to start it. So I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to start it. I have some things that I talked about on my Instagram page today, but a few people sort of watch Instagram. It's in the description, and you can see it. Let me just see if I can go to this live session. Can I watch it? Can I watch it? I cannot believe I turned off those comments. How do I do it? I'm going to chat it. So anyway, I thought, I'll just get it going. And this is why. This is why I've been afraid to do it. Technically, like I didn't know. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'll just do a live, see how it goes. I'll figure things out. There are topics I want to cover. I want to cover the future of lives. I have a program that I'm setting up in the next 3 weeks. It's not going to be a free thing, but it's going to be exclusive because I want to get people who are really serious about what they want to do in here. But that's just going to be just for them. I'm going to have things like videos that I don't have time to polish. It's just really current and I need to push them out. And that's going to be for those people because they're not really there for new viewers and to see sort of sloppy, but their information to get out. I want to have 10 to 15 people that start up in that community that are really tight, that can push the AI music space forward, that sort of stuff. But more of that to come later on. I'm not here specifically to talk about that. There's topics I want to talk about. If I can get this chat going again, I want to see how many people have tuned in because I want to give a t-shirt away. That's how excited I am about actually starting this thing. It's not through YouTube itself. I've got it going through OBS Studio, so hopefully you can go. So click on the top menu, Docs. Oh, Docs, I see it. Okay. Let's see. Look for chat. Chat. Okay, close. Got it going. Yes! Yes! I see your comments. I'm the IT guy that ever lived, the best one. Cool. All right, what's up, Amelia? Yeah, oh, I can't believe it. You know what's cool? You don't have the chat going, so you totally miss out on the part where nobody's tuned in. So 5 minutes in, you get the chat going, and you're like, oh, there's people here. That's pretty cool. So I don't have to wonder if anybody's going to tune in. That's excellent. So, oh, I'm so excited about this. So again, this was to testing out the live. I want to go for at least a half hour. If I can make an hour, that's awesome. My YouTube advisor said I got to put out 3 to 4 videos today. I'm like, you know what? I just want to do this live because it's something that I really want to do. Cool. So one of the things I want to talk about is the experience I had last night with everything, right? I finished my move. Yes, it's a bit of dopamine. It was. So the last month, and I mentioned this a few times, I've been moving from Melbourne, Victoria, up to the Gold Coast and Queensland. It's I'll give you details just because we're live. We can talk as long as we want. Oh, you can barely hear me. Is that any better? You getting me any better? Be good if how's the mic? That's how I get a heart. That's better. Yeah? Can I get some hearts or something if you can hear me better? Is this louder? I can turn up my gain. Zanzibar is saying can barely hear me. Is that the case for everybody? Can people hear me? Yeah, I'm afraid to turn the gain up because it's gonna. Yeah, that's better. Cool. I'll just keep it here then. Excellent. Yeah, but now it's distorted. Friggin' hell. Barely. Okay. I'll turn the gain up. Put a mouth guard on it. Maybe. You fine. Aiden. Cool. I'm going to go with what's here. I'll take your feedback into what to do, all that stuff later so I can dig into it. I can hear you, but you have headphones on. That's true. Because one of the reasons I wanted to have the headphones on is that would be in your Windows settings under sound. I've got a Focusrite unit on my desk that works with this microphone, but I'll try that. Sound settings. I'll do that one. Output. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's about halfway. So that should be a little bit louder. Using OBS Studio. Yes, I am using OBS Studio. That's one of the reasons I've been sort of putting off doing this is because I've wanted to set up OBS Studio. And there's I'm hearing room noise, but it's fine. My volume is maxed. You're very quiet. I turned up my mic volume and put up the gain on my mic. I appreciate all this, by the way, because sounds perfect now. Perfect. Excellent. Cool. That's great. So I was saying a bit better. I'll go with a bit better, Zans. That's cool. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. Dr. No and all that. So the last month or so, I've been struggling to keep up with the messages and all that. And it's been, if anybody who's messaged me their submissions or really cool stories, you notice it's actually taken a bit of time for me to get back. I've been doing the best I can. I try not to leave it more than 3 or 4 days. So because for one thing, if I leave it 3 or 4 days, it takes me like a half a day to sort of catch up. And I don't breeze through my messages. I try to read the messages fully, give careful consideration, especially for people that are going through some shit, and really try to engage with what you're saying. So I don't like to rush through that stuff. And I like to listen to the music all the way through and give it feedback and all that as well. So it's been difficult for a move that takes, it's a 23-hour drive with a trailer, and I've got to sleep overnight, and I had to do 6 of those. Because I have one big trailer and I had a lot of crap, which we ended up culling at the end. So that's the reason I've been sort of a little bit delayed, and my comments in the videos have been a little bit slack. And I hope you're enjoying this, so you can hear me sort of talk a little bit. I just wanted to get this live going because I want to start doing lives. I think it's important to do lives. T-Myth sort of got me onto it. He's doing it over in Twitch. My thing is very much YouTube, and I want to do it in that. So here I want to give some value to you guys as well. So I want to play at least one song at some point so you can sort of give feedback, because I don't want to do reaction videos. You use a very weird email. There are so many digits and characters. Ain't no way that doesn't end up flagged as spam. No, that's true. It's true, but my girlfriend is a huge fan of yours. Are you all settled into your new place now? Yes, I am. And I appreciate that. Aaron, don't be jealous. I'm sure there's there's plenty of room of love to go around to everywhere. Yeah, so I go through that stuff, and yeah, so even like the unpacking and stuff, it's a lot of stuff. I don't like to have a lot of clutter around and all that, and I wanted to get this office set up properly. So that being said, last night, I said, I think I have a few hours here to just like settle in and listen. So I kind of closed the door in my office, got into it, and started reading the stuff, and it was really, really good to just, especially now 4.5 plus is out now. I was like, man, this stuff is good, and I was hearing some really good stuff, and I was just settled in a zone of listening to people's personal stories, connecting to stuff, and really chilling out to the new music. And then I forgot that, well, I'll get to that, but then in the meantime, I went, I'm going to go to Facebook and check out AI Music Society. And I've been tagged in a post in that meantime. It was somebody that had, thank you, She Slayer. It was someone in the AI Music Society had their post removed, and I don't know why the person said it, and I don't remember the person's name, had the post removed for some violation of terms, whatever it was. And this person tagged me going, it's not fair. They like you better, and it's unfair, and it's favoritism, and you get to post your links. And I was like, okay. Well, I have had stuff removed from AI Music Society before, completely ignored. And then I was like, okay, man, because this person was making like a big scene, and I know in that particular group, the moderators are pretty tight on what they allow and don't allow, and they want a particular type of community very similar to what I do, like good-natured people and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, dude, like I have had stuff removed, settle down, like just you're in the wrong time zone. Like one of the moderators I know lives in Canada, and the other one lives in Wisconsin. So I was saying like just settle, and then it was like, you're trying to censor me, and I won't be told, and don't be condescending, and all that stuff, and your channel is shit, and you're not helping anybody, and all this stuff. And I was going, okay, this person's having a bad time. Again, I tried to rein it in. I'm not trying to be condescending, just settle down and all that stuff. And it just got me thinking about how that sort of person impacts you guys, and how I respond to it. So I like a lot of the stuff when I'm in these places, right? Like my mind is very much on the community. I'm listening to that stuff. And I just thought, you know what? Like this is how I engage with that now. Is this person ever going to add any value to anything I'm doing, anything they say? No, they're not. Like, is it good for me to see this and engage in this? If I go down a rabbit hole of like defending, like whether I'm helping people on YouTube, trying to convince them that I'm a good guy, and all that stuff, is spending the time there, or spending the time reading your messages and engaging with you guys and promoting your music, is that good? So no. So I said, okay, the person blocked. Like there's no sense in doing it. And I just thought, and I did a thing on my Instagram. You can check, I think there's a link to my Instagram because I'm doing lives every day, which I'm thinking of going to TikTok. And this is the stuff that I go through too. I know I'm like, I'm a YouTube guy, and I confident or whatever I do. Yeah, and I will turn that. I think, turn that situation into a song. That's what I do. Yes, I might do it. I don't know if I could do it in a satirical, funny way, but maybe I could. I like to do that. I'll text you the emails once I'm done. Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. I will get back to that question too later. Just remind me about the emails. So yeah, my puppy's trying to get out. So yeah, I go through that stuff too, and I think like a lot of you guys that are putting your things and your faces out there for the first time too are very nervous about doing that, and I get a lot of that stuff in my emails. Honest Bob, thanks, dude. I'm not even in that thing. I appreciate that, Mark, for defending me. Hasn't leave me alone out of his tirade. Yeah, I know. But I just thought, who cares, man? Like the dude, he's either going through some shit or whatever. And I just thought, and I had put it out of my mind, but I thought maybe it's a teachable moment. Like a lot of us that are putting that stuff out, their music out there, and are really not confident but love doing it, you might get someone like that hits your page and your YouTube channel, and it might affect you, right? And be like, it's probably going to be a few days. Just want to give you a heads up. Appreciate that, Zanzibar. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I just thought I'd share that with you. That's out of my mind, but it is a teachable moment. You might be having a bad day, Aaron. I don't know. But I just thought, you know what? Like, that's his issue to get with. I tried to help him. I tried to calm him down, and it was just taking shots at me. And I just thought, if I spend time with that, I can't spend time in a productive way. And I just thought, it took me a long time. I'm like 50 now. It took me a long time to get my mindset in that way, and it's very much locked in. And I thought, you know what, if I can be that example for that, then that's good to pass on. So, yeah, you have fun with the trolls. I know we've spoken about that too. I think Zanzibar does as well. Dawn. Cool. As far as the emails, yes, I am talking about the AI Music Society things there. I know what you mean. I also have to look after 550 members, and the focus is always on prioritizing the big picture, seeing what helps everyone, not just the loud ones. Yeah, totally. And you know what? Like, early days of this channel, there were people that gave some pretty harsh feedback. I think they were expecting me not to see it or just whatever, and and it was valid feedback. Like, there was stuff going on my channel, like my sound was coming through one ear, or there's people that were talking about my audio transitions that happen on my videos being super annoying. And if it comes up once, you talk to that person, but it was coming up several times. So we removed that annoying sound that comes from the audio transitions, and after they said it, like I was starting to notice it too. I'm like, yeah, that adds no value. So that was removed. Maybe give his song a listen and give him an honest comment. Only take about 3 minutes. You know what? I'd rather at this point, I'll watch a few of your songs, and I know we're working on some stuff as well. I'd rather spend time with other people that have sort of a positive vibe. I guess I missed something in the community lately. Trailer Sniff, what's up? Yeah, cool. So that's what I have to say about that, and it made me think. Like, I was thinking these literal things today. Like, okay, if something comes to me through my inbox or whatever, and the person's a complete asshole, but they are the next Michael Jackson, like, am I doing a disservice to the community by saying, you know what, dude, I'm not going to promote you. You're a toxic. You're not going to be helpful to the community. You're not a person I'm going to want to, even if this could blow up my YouTube career by being the person that basically brought this person. Am I hurting the YouTube community, the AI music community? If I'm like, nah, F yourself, go find someone else to promote you, or should I promote them? And like, my mind was like, nah, man, like, that's not what this is about. Like, I'm trying to build a certain type of person into what this is, and I want those people to be there. So even if this guy, whoever it is the next Michael Jackson and he's going to be good, I don't care. Someone else can find that person and deal with that shit. You know what? 5 years down the road, I'm going to be, finding the next Taylor Swift. I almost said Trailer Sniff. Thanks. The next Taylor Swift that's going to be, have their own cool. By the way, that guy operates AM radio on YouTube, so competes with you. That's why he's bitter. Okay, I didn't know. And that's fine. That's fine. And you know what? That guy is going to have his own audience, and that's cool. And I'm not really here to get into that. I'm just really trying to take the lessons out of it. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel if do you think it would be servicing the community or hurting the community if I find a guy, and I'm not even necessarily talking about that guy. I'm like, my God, this music is mind-blowing. The videos are mind-blowing. I'm going to bring it in. My experience is let that person go. There's going to be a million Michael Jacksons that come through. Like, hopefully he's a better understanding of doing wrong. Trailer Sniff. What do you guys think of that? If I were to find the next best thing, would you want me to go promoting that person if that person's a complete douchebag? What do you think? Comments in there. I'd like to see your opinions on that. not just me talking. Or is my mic busted again? I think it's perfectly fine to filter out the negative toxic ones. Yeah. There'll always be someone better. I agree. And that's just what I was. Let it go. Yeah. Do you mean let the topic go? Like I let that go yesterday. Like I said, I thought there was something to learn in it, and I thought something to pass on to let it go. We don't need that. Yeah, that's right. And there's other communities. There's other communities that person can leverage off of. I don't want to do that. You know, it's been brought to my attention a few times before. Not directly, just someone gets in greater, let that person go next. You have the next best thing already in this room. Thank you, Professor Jacket. I agree. Yeah. So in the process of that, like I said, I started going through some of your emails and music last night, and I was like because like I said, I took a breath after the last month I've had of all that moving. I sort of took a breath and I just closed the door and took a moment, and I was just feeling really, really good about the community, what's going on here, this sort of stuff that we're doing here. I didn't know if anyone was going to show up to this live. I thought it was going to be cool if some people did, and I could have some live chats, and I could go through it. By promoting someone with toxic mentality, it could bleed out the community by further enhancing his or her behavior. Yeah, exactly. If their personality doesn't match their theme, then maybe drop them. If it's someone like Howard Stern-like behavior with GNR style channel, then maybe. If it's an act, it's an act. If not, yes, that's true. And that could go so much through the rabbit hole, right? Like there's some media personalities right out there that I go, you know what? They are complete toxic D-bags as a public personality, but they can't be like that. They can't go home and just be a complete asshole. And I remember like when I was in basic training, right? One of the things that got me through basic training, like you get there and your drill sergeants are screaming in your face all the time. And like you're young and you think this person is just a horrible person. But then like you settle in and you get good. And I remember thinking, wait a minute, this is an act. This is, this person goes home to their family. They couldn't be screaming. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for that donation. That's awesome. I love that. Thank you very much. Feel fine. Thanks very much. That is awesome. And yes, I would like to meet and greet one day. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping this community turns into something for the meeting. Let me get back. I'll get back into my drill sergeant stuff, right? And I remember thinking at one point, because I was thinking, I don't know if I can get through with people screaming like evil people all the time. And then I realized, I think it was like 19 or something like that. I thought, I didn't use the word persona, but I thought, that's a persona. That's a person that goes home, they love their kids, they have conversations with their wives, and I never really doing the feature videos. Watch here today, saw the halfway message, but wasn't sure. Yeah, you know what? Phoenix brought that up too. To be very clear, if anybody's seen my feature video today, and anybody else want to know about that, some clarity on my feature video. Yeah. What is the AI music community for you? I'll get that too. That's Dom's community. I'm seriously considering turning off my Facebook community because I haven't done what I intended to sort of do with it, and AI Music Society's filling that gap, and I love dealing with Dom and everybody there anyway. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about anyway. So the video I made last night, which prompted a lot of stuff because I forgot that was coming out in the middle of all that, dealing with that Facebook stuff. I forgot I had that heavy hitting. Yeah, it was. Thank you for that, Maine. I did a video last night. I forgot that was being released last night about and it was very heavy hitting about saying like, look, what I was saying was, I will do the features. I'll continue to do the features. I don't care how popular they are or not, because I get a lot of value out of seeing the excitement some of you guys get, seeing sometimes your first ever comments, sometimes no comments for a long time, sometimes getting, 5 new subscribers when you only have 3. Like that shit's exciting to me, and that's why I do that segment. I have, like I said, I have other popular segments that I do, but I'm always going to do that one because of what I get out of, see what you guys get out of it. What I was saying was, and I think a lot of you did get what I was saying, but yeah, it may not have been clear completely, is if you are not going to insert yourself into the community and be encouraging to others, and at least from time to time, follow the links to other people's channels and give a like and subscribe and a comment, then for real, it wasn't clickbait. I do not want your video submissions. I don't want your song submissions. I know for a fact that there are people that have been part of the community that I think very highly of. One in particular I'm thinking of that was my first guy that ever reached out to me. He was very active initially. I noticed that he was gone. And I reached out to him in email. I said, dude, what's going on? And he said there's a lot of really difficult personal things going on in his life. And he's sort of disengaged. And that's like, he didn't need to give me a reason. I was just trying to make sure that he was okay, in which case he wasn't okay. And I just left it. I didn't even reply, just deal with your shit, whatever. I mean, there's reasons that I don't need to know what all of those are. But my feeling was I had like 360 people that I've featured in this thing. And you think even beyond that, there's people that haven't been featured that I want to still be supporting other people because I haven't featured them or I haven't featured them yet. And when I'm going to someone's channel that's been featured and that song has like 10 comments on it, I just felt really let down. And like I said, I know that there's on that particular video, there's people missing in that comment section that are regular supporters of other people. I wasn't trying to judge, anybody that, maybe even once a week they go and they check out one person's channel, or once a fortnight, every 2 weeks, or they leave a thing, whatever. But I'm just, my concern was the people that want to get featured. They don't give a shit about anybody else whatsoever. They don't leave any comments. They don't care. They're just trying to promote their own song. They couldn't care whether you live or die, and they move on. That's what I care about, and that's who I literally, like I said, my thumbnail wasn't clickbait, although it was meant to be attention getting. The title wasn't clickbaiting. It's the truth. I don't want them here, and that's the case. So I hope people that are here, and I hope people that maybe, we also have a Discord. Yes, we have a Discord as well. I met my first 70 subscribers just by engaging with the amazing community you brought together, Matt. Thank you so much. Harry, dude, like you're someone that I'm always thinking in the back of my mind. Harry's a good example, right? Like, as I'm getting more subscribers, it is more difficult to keep track of things. And I get nervous. And this will go with the email thing too. Someone, I think Professor Jacket brought about my email, about how it has extra digits and it goes to spam mail. I don't know a way around that. The reason that is because I manage everything through my Wix website inbox. I don't go to emails. And the reason being because I know I'll miss emails, right? And I can very much filter out and go one at a time through Wix. And that's why I set up a bot on my Facebook thing, because if I try to do too much, I don't want to miss anything that's important, particularly because I know people, if you could see some of the messages that come to me through the Wix page or through my emails, you would know that I get very concerned that I could miss something, because there's people that pour things out to me in very personal stuff, and I'm afraid that if I miss them, that maybe that person is not wanting to talk to anybody about this stuff, or they're afraid they're coming out with something for the first time. I'm really afraid I'll miss it. So that's why I do that. And I know it's a risk that replying to emails through my Wix site could go to spam. And I guess in that case, like the people that are getting my reply will miss them too. But that's why I'm trying to let them know. But that's why I do that. And that's why that's my main source of communication. And what was that other question? Sorry, there was. Oh, yeah. So Harry's a good example. Sorry, man, I almost missed you again. This is a good example of the example I'm trying to give. Harry was somebody I had initially missed, and there's a few that was regularly commenting in my Facebook, not my Facebook, my YouTube channel, and supporting people all the time. And I figured that was going to be the case, that there was going to be people that I was missing, and I was going to feel awful about it. I knew it. I knew if I did this, the approach. Sorry, I did miss a donation before too. Thank you very much, Harlatriz. I appreciate that, and don't think I don't like it. Like, you put something out there that anybody does anything, it's awesome. I get donations and I love every single one. I miss some too. I'm sort of a one-man band except for my video editing. So with Harry at that point, there was a few people I captured. I went through, I think, like my last 50 videos, and I scraped every single comment. And then I went to all the feature videos and I scraped all the comments from all those feature videos, and I put it all in a document. It took me like a day, right? And then I went into ChatGPT and I said, who is commenting regular that I'm missing? Like, who am I not capturing and me replying to? Who haven't I featured that I should be featuring? Who's been a great supporter of me and everybody else? And Harry was one of those people. And I look back and I felt like an absolute piece of crap at that point. And I was like, dude, how can I make it up to, like, I listened to Harry's work. I was like, dude, I like Harry's work. But at that time, Harry hadn't even submitted a song at that point. And that's one of the reasons I sort of missed Harry. But now I try to do that regular enough. Like every 2 months, I'll do that. I'll go through all my comments for the last 20 videos. I'll go through the people that I featured. I'll look at their comments and I'll say, who do I keep effing missing? And that's what I try to do. And it's hard work. So, and there's other people I'm working with. So I appreciate you, Harry. There's other people I appreciate. Everybody in this that basically came into this live. There's 26 concurrent viewers right now, 50 views. I did almost get a little bit emotional there when I was talking through some of the stuff. I hope it didn't catch up because I'm not very emotional. I don't have feelings, and I don't want that to come across. Another thing I was thinking about, and the way this community is growing, that's really cool, right? That you should know about as you're here, and I want to pass this on to you because you should get the benefit of this knowledge. Stuff in the background that's starting to happen, right? So you have a lot of you guys that are making music and you're making videos, and that's your thing. And you have other guys like me and Dom and Timuth that I've basically honorary mention. Harry, yes, you call me a legend, which you are. I'm always around supporting this, but yes, you are. There's people like me, Dom, Timuth. There's, David that's at Flair AI Radio. There's other ones, for example, right? That are here to support you, that are here to be this like talking point, that we like sort of doing this. And this is a cool thing. I like to learn. This is a fun thing for me to get into, throw myself out there as a normal guy, just having fun with this, listening to music. You have no idea how cool it is to just listen to music all the time and get into people's stuff, right? But there's stuff starting to happen now in the area that I'm at. I was thinking like where's this going in this part? And where it's going is, you don't even know. I'll get a song that'll come through and I'll be like, I want to feature this, or I don't, if I feature it, I put it on my feature list, it could be 3, 4, 5 weeks until it gets featured. But there's something I get really excited about right now. And I will reach out to that person and be like, dude, do you mind if I share your details? Which I did last night with someone. I was just really digging this person's music. I'm a few weeks out in my interviews. I know T-Myth is doing interviews and he's doing lives on Twitch. Like, I think this person's story is interesting. This person seems like a really cool person. I think you should talk to this person. And T-Myth will be like, yeah, that's good. And that person will be like, yeah, I'd love to do that. And this person's good. Like, you guys don't know that's going on, but now there's a lot of us in this background doing that stuff. We're going, this person's an awesome person. They got a good backstory. They've been doing things for a long time. They're in the community. I think you should give this person attention. I think you should feature them on the radio station, all that stuff. So there is promotion going on in the background. It's not just me doing his interviews. Like I said, team is doing it now. Let's just check the comments now, so I'm not just talking and talking. We'll take a closer look because here in Germany, it's 2:30 a.m. Yeah, I have a really cool German viewers too. I love it. Come across a few AI create. Yes, there's Sweden. I've been getting a lot too. Thank you. I'm honored. Yeah, nice. Great, guys. I appreciate that. Now, here's a thing that I was hoping I could do. You guys talk amongst yourselves there. I'm getting some messages on Facebook too. There's a lot of people in this space. Oh, that's Steven. Thanks, Steven. What am I doing? Now I've lost everything. Hey, look, guys. Also, I also want to drop a mention for the John Fawcett Foundation before I go and try to figure out to do a song live, which I want to do. Maine, get back to me. I know I keep seeing your messages, and I do want to connect with you, and I'd be very interested in doing an interview with you. That'd be cool. I'm going to talk a little bit about the John Fawcett Foundation while I'm here too. The link is down below. If you don't want to if you don't want to donate through my website, you can donate directly through them. That's fantastic. I'm going to give a little bit of a something because I have a few people here, and talk about John Fawcett a little bit. And so hopefully you know what it is, and I've spoken about it. So the way it come to me originally was I was in like Amazon sellers group. It was a pretty big group. I do different like business mentoring groups, and it was really cool and all that. And the person that was writing, his name's Adam Hudson. His charity was the John Fawcett Foundation. And what he did, and he would basically take people on trips out to Indonesia if they did a sizable donation. And I never went out when he was doing it, but people come back and they say it was fantastic. What it does is John Fawcett Foundation takes remote like hospitals. They drive for hours and hours out to within Indonesia to remote villages. You have no idea the people that are out there, because you're completely disconnected from it. But there's people that aren't on TV every day. They're not celebrities. There's just people suffering, right? And they go out there and they're doing that. And for years and years, I hadn't done it. I've been giving little donations here and there. They put out at one event to try to raise enough money for a second hospital. I donated to that one. My name is literally on the side of one of those, on the side of the new ambulance that goes out. So now they got two. Yes, Miami, looking forward to your intro. And sorry, I'm just going to talk through the JFF because I think it's important. Then we can get back to me trying to figure out this technology to play a song. And it won't be my song. It's one that came through that was really cool. So anyway, years go by. That particular Amazon selling group went away. But that person got married, and they started up as a family charity, the loveheart.org. And you hear me every once in a while interchanging the two. Love Heart Travel is what they're called. And at that point, I was sort of in a position to do a donation and go to Bali to catch the bus, have a bit of a holiday out there, a vacation. And at the same time, thank you, She Slayer. I appreciate that for the donation. That is awesome. Very much. I appreciate that. I've already appreciated you anyway, so I appreciate that even more. So basically what it is Love Heart is the charity. They don't make any money. They're not looking for any particular money. They do the marketing and the front end of trying to find the people to go on those trips. So I went on that trip. I think it was like 14 people. We went in a little bus. It was 4 hours drive from Bali to get to the channel, hour ferry with the bus on it to get across that channel, and then a 4-hour drive to get to East Java, and this like in the middle of nowhere stuff, although it was a really cool hotel that was there. And then immediately when we got there, we went out to these villages. And I think I mentioned it before. Someone said, if you get there and you don't shed a tear, you're made of stone. I must be made of stone because I didn't actually cry, but I just went into deep appreciation mode for the people that are there, because if you could see it, it would literally change your life. It's not just that you get to see the operations going on at the time and the way, it's just that the way it changes people's lives. And for me, it was people that have nothing and their families had nothing. And it was their sons and daughters saying like, thank you. You can't donate. That's totally fine. You don't have to donate. I'm just talking through the JFF. I appreciate when you do that. That's fine. And it was for me, it was the fact that I didn't ever see that level of appreciation before from people that have nothing, right? It was, yeah, I can't explain it. Thanks, Hybrid. I appreciate that. I can't explain it. Like, this is the thing, is why you have to be there. Stones can crack. You got to get hit harder than normal. That's true. And Little Big Brother, I'm going to keep working on you as well. Which I'm not too hard. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Yeah. So this is one of my long-term goals, is with this channel to get 5, 10, 15 people or whatever. I will go on another trip with the AiDIY or the AI music community. I will crack at that point for sure. Echo Gate, dude, you're another one. You're incredible. Yeah. So my thing, one of my personal goals, like besides monetization and doing this and you know, doing enough to sustain me and all that stuff, which I want to do it the right way, and I always have, and I think you guys know that, is to bring people on a trip. And if it's like 5, that's great. We'll be in a bus. We'll start off in Bali. You know, you get there a few days early and you go swimming and you check out the great weather and you buy from the vendors and you walk by everybody wanting to give you a massage by the beach and you say, please no, and then 20 or whatever. Then the experience is life-changing. Like, you won't see things the same way after you do something like that. And there's other things that it does for you. But what it does for other people is even more. So that's cool. Now, that's my rant. Appreciate that. Keep an eye on that. I will figure out a way to promote that, because I'd like to go on a trip with some of you at some point and go and do that. I know you think it's out of your reach. Stuff like that was always out of my reach until one day I decided just to do it. So that's cool. That's my thing. I don't want to go into too much into it, but like I said, this is a thing for me to figure out lives, and I appreciate you tuning in at all. So bear with me, talk in the comments to each other, because it is a community and I appreciate that. And I don't want to talk too much. I know that's not what it's about, but I have a lot of relevant things to talk about. Let me try to figure out in this. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can do screen only. Cool. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Guys, I'm going to play a song that I found last night. And bear with me while I bring it up. I didn't have it queued up or anything like that. You tell me what you think. And I want it to be featured. It's not going to be, I think it is going to be featured. I'm going to have it featured so you'll get it again, but you'll see it here first. I'm just going to bring it up and I sent it to Teamuth, so I'm going to find it that way. Where's Teamuth? Hopefully you definitely won't be able to see that. Let's see. Where did I sing it? YouTube. I love this guy. I want him to get more subs. So I'm going to bring up this thing here. Yes, cool. Nice. All right. I'm going to bring it up. F11, so you don't see all my everything. Now, screen and me, so you can see it as a reaction video. Is that it? No. Screen only. That's not it. Well, yes, it is. It is that. It is that. Let me bring this stuff over here. See your chats. Go. This one. How can I just want to have that. That? Yeah, you got it. Cool. Now, I should be able to... Maybe I need more screens. Okay, I should be able to play the... All right, here we go. I got your chat up here. $25! Big time! Whoa, thanks for that. That's awesome. Oh, dude. All your stuff, man. The support you guys... friggin' hell. I'm going to walk away this fist pumping. Cool. So this dude here, I'll just bring it. We'll see who it is. Audio Divergent. It's already over. Check this song out, right? I'm going to play this song through. I think I'm in the corner. I might be in the corner. Go in the corner. Screen and me. So you know, this is me. Cool. You guys ready to hear this song? If I don't see at least a yes or a heart or something. A heart, yes. Now tell me if you can hear it too, because you should.
You said you'd quit. You said tomorrow. I heard the sigh. Your breath is short, your pulse is thin, your eyes roll back, I lean in, I call your name, no one answers, the warning lights were bright, but I didn't pull the brake. You beg for help, but you've already gone too far. I hold your hand, nothing can be done. You thought this was the way to make me see you, and now I see you, but it's already over. I thought love was enough to hold you. I thought presence could replace a cure. I thought staying and saving, but the room filled with silence and I stayed unsure. You didn't want to die, you wanted it to stop, but the numbers don't lie, and the last beat dropped. You begged for help, but you'd already gone too far. I held your hand, there was nothing I could do. You thought this would show the world your pain, and now you see, but it's already over.
Cool. I hope you guys like that song. There was even more. Why can't I bring this chat over? I'll bring the chat over here. Can you see me? Yeah, you should be able to see me. That's so weird. This chat screen. Oh, can I drag it? Why is the chat way over there? Ah, here we go. Cool. I got it on my main screen now. Hold on. Dude, thanks guys for bearing with me as I'm figuring out this this thing. Let me just see. I was on Timlin's show and I screwed up my series. So it wasn't me. I didn't miss something. So he got mad and skipped my slow jam. Did I miss something in particular? Philfine. One day I'm going to have a crew and they can sort of, it's okay, we're being chatty. Okay, cool. No, that's fine. Be chatty. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything important. So that's cool. Nice. So yeah, I'm going to be doing these lives from time to time. And like I said, there's something I want to include in it that will be something sort of like a tier. Like it's not going to take away from anything that's happening, but I want to gather like 10 to 15 people initially to get involved in a program. So, and I know, and it's going to be like nothing compared to some of the stuff as far as like cost wise, like that I've put in to be part of groups before, to just sort of hold myself accountable. And that's the only reason why it's going to be, at a cost is accountability and stuff. But other than that, I'm just going to be pumping out more and more of this sort of stuff that has nothing to do with that. Cool. What else did I want to talk about? I don't even know. I'm just enjoying seeing you guys talking in the comments now and being chatty. So that's really cool. What do I have tonight for that's being released? I have, tonight is being released what they would call a clip show. Remember the first I heard about a clip show was using the mainframe. I miss you, man. One of the things that I heard of back on the day is the Simpsons when they I guess their episodes were way ahead of what was being animated. they would put a clip show together. And a lot of TV shows sort of do this. They go, oh no, our writing's behind. We got to piece together a whole bunch of stuff. And that's kind of like what tonight's is. But there's not just that. Like, I have interviews that I've recorded that I could have thrown up there. But I wanted to consolidate some stuff that had to do with different things that people have done to monetize the AI music. So, Zanzibar's in there. Zanzibar talks about some of the stuff that Zanzibar has done as far as like monetizing his channel and the work that he's done to get the music listened to and all that stuff. Clip trope, yes, it is. But it's hopefully not a trope. Little Big Brother. There's stuff from other people like Cyberpunk Yard Dog, who by the way, I'm going to be doing a segment of people that have been signed or have made commercial success and with big names that are part of the community, and people that haven't. And Cyberpunk Yard Dog is someone that very much has, staying humble, but also, working with people like Snoop Dogg and all that stuff, right? But tonight is an episode with 3 people in particular that have found ways to be able to financially attach their music or things that they're doing in this space. And I just wanted to consolidate because people don't want to watch entire interviews sometimes. So I thought it would be valuable to put them in one place. Everything I do here is trying to be value. It's not just trying to get views and likes. And I think you guys know that anyway. I don't have to keep saying it. So that's that. So there won't be a new interview, although I have a couple interviews that have been recorded and edited, but that's going to be for future weeks. So that's cool. I haven't, but I'm just watching your chats. I love seeing that you guys are talking together. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this as well. Cool. I appreciate your donation so far. I never, like, I think I enabled donations on the channel, like on, if it happens, it happens, it doesn't. I didn't know the way it was going to make me feel, which is like, yeah, I can't describe it. It's really cool. Another thing that's going on is, and I'll use the example of Professor Jacket. Self-interested community. Thank you for that. Main Records. Professor Jacket. This dude is coming up in every single conversation I have offline. Extremely plugged into the community. Really creative in the way that he's plugging in the community, and we're doing some things together right now that will come out in a couple months' time that I think, and I'm hoping, is going to blow everybody's mind and be like, hopefully the most valuable thing that we can give back to the community. So, guys, what I'm going to do is, I see that everybody's starting to go to bed. For me, it's almost 11 o'clock in the morning, so it works out really well. I'm going to call it because I don't want it to be me waffling on for another hour. I think it was good. I think I got what I needed out of it. Hopefully you guys got a lot out of it. The next hour could be me figuring out how to stop the recording. No, I see there's a button. That's cool. Guys, thanks so much. Watch the feature that I put out last night or this morning, whatever it is for you. Support the community. Hopefully you support the charity if you can. Support each other. I appreciate that. I want to thank the guys that bought t-shirts from me for the last couple weeks. It's been crazy. I get a real kick out of the idea that someone's going to be walking around in some area of the world with this logo on. I'm on the Gold Coast. Oh, yes, Honest Bob. I know that of you. Yes. I read the message before I saw your name. Yes, you are on the Gold Coast, and we'll catch up soon. Guys, thanks a lot. Everything I said is from the heart. I hope I wasn't waffling too much. As I do lives, hopefully I'll get better. Check out my Instagram. I talk a lot about this daily, this sort of thing. I do like a 5-10 minute chat. The link to my Instagram should be below. Although I'm really seriously thinking about going to TikTok. I do like to do lives that isn't necessarily just about AI music and promoting people. It's about what I feel about the space at any given time. So check that out if you can. Reaper, hello. Thanks for that. Aaron Wilson, good feature. We will catch you guys later. Keep talking to each other. I love all you guys. Thank you.